Coming up on the Sports Desk, all I do is win, 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 no matter what. Hold up, let's not get carried away now. Bishop Montgomery boys basketball is the only Torrance area squad still chilling on the hardwood. We'll get you highlights and analysis from the State Open Division Regional Tournament. Plus, get ready to run and have some fun. I know, fun and track don't usually go together until now. Grab your sneakers for the first Youth Legends track and field meets of 2016. Ooh! We'll get you all of this big-time news from the gridiron, Torrance National Tournament highlights, and so much more sauce. Get comfy. The Sports Desk is coming at you right now. Heyo! Happy spring, everyone in the Twitter universe. Hit me up. That's at Collin Kushner using the hashtag BoomSauce. Let me paint a hypothetical masterpiece for you. Imagine during the American Civil War that Ulysses S. Grant jumped ship and left the Union Army for the Confederate Army. Would have been pretty wild, right? The Torrance Civil War between South and North on the gridiron has just taken a new turn. And we aren't even in season, folks. South Torrance has just hired their new head football coach, who comes by way of North High. Matt Mishler spent 16 years as an assistant coach at North High, the last 12 as their defensive coordinator. Folks, let me remind you that the Saxons allowed donuts in 5 of their 10 regular season games last year. Mishler takes over for Josh Waybright, who was relieved of his duties as the head football coach just a few months ago. Coach Mishler, what you got for us?
I'm thrilled about the new position. I was born and raised in Torrance, went to West. I've been teaching over here at North. And to get the opportunity to run my own program in the City of Torrance is something that I've really wanted to do. Playing against North is, it's hard to even imagine right now. I mean, you know, we're here in my room right now at North, and you know, I've worn blue basically every day to school for the last 17 years. So it's hard to imagine that right now, but I'll probably be mixed emotions, I'm sure, when I get there. But you know, right now it's hard to imagine being away from here.
Congrats again, Matt. South's athletic director Kevin Van Wardenberg said via email, quote, "We are very excited to welcome Matt to the Spartan family. It is great to have someone who knows the district, the league, and the community as well as he does. Matt has enjoyed a lot of success at North and has gained valuable experience in his time there. He will be meeting the team next week, and we will begin scheduling spring practices." End quote. Mishler takes over a South Spartan football program that missed the playoffs this past season and hasn't won a playoff game since 2010. But South wasn't the only football program in search of a new head coach. After John Featherstone's retirement at the end of last season, the Camino College football program was left with a lot of question marks. Who would be their new coach? Would it be somebody from Featherstone's regime? Well, those questions can finally be answered. Gifford Lindheim is John Featherstone's successor. Lindheim is a former Featherstone assistant who has spent the last 7 years as a head coach of the Santa Monica College football program. Lindheim brings quite the LinkedIn-worthy resume. He has won 5 straight conference championships, and this past year helped guide the Corsair to a perfect season. Lindheim even took to Facebook to make the announcement and reflect on his time at Santa Monica College. Congrats, Giffords. Still ahead, let's ball out with the Bishop Montgomery Knights. We'll have state regional tourney highlights and more. Get comfy, folks. We're getting wild and crazy here on the Sports Desk.
Another adventure with Savings Man.
This is great. Every day should be like this.
It will be when I retire in a few years. I've been planning and saving.
Did you save for me?
Well, this is unexpected.
Where'd you come from?
Out of the blue, just like an illness, an emergency, or a...
That's enough, Mr. Unexpected.
Savings Man.
There's still time to plan. Find out how at CHOOSETOSAVE.org with a ballpark estimate worksheet.
I will. Thanks, Savings Man.
No, thank you.
So visit CHOOSETOSAVE.org today.
Hey, bro, have you seen Collin Kushner? Sorry, bro, I think he went that way.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Jordan Shack here watching the Sports Desk with Collin Kushner. Boom sauce.
Thanks, Jordan Shackle. My boy Stuart Scott would say, as cool as the other side of the pillow. We miss you every day, Stu. Welcome back. Hit me up on Twitter. That's at Collin Kushner using the hashtag BoomSauce. So my feet are killing me from all that mental dancing last week. The madness of March has been quite mad. In a matter of 48 hours, Northern Iowa experienced the highest of highs, abruptly followed by the lowest of lows. Let's revisit the high, the Panthers' buzzer beater against Texas in round numero uno. Paul Jesperson, where you at, bro?
Last chance for the Panthers.
And he said he wouldn't take a timeout in this situation.
Jesperson, half-court heave for the win. Jesperson knows it. Northern Iowa wins it at the buzzer. 75-72. An all-time NCAA tournament shot.
And now the lowest of all lows. 2 days later, Northern Iowa's season ended. They blew a 12-point lead with 44 seconds left against Texas A&M. Yikes. Okay, so Northern Iowa losing didn't kill my bracket. Middle Tennessee State did when they scored more points than Sparty. Here's my bracket, and this is what we are going to do. We're going to tear it up, and we're going to do some therapeutic exercises here. I'm going to have to pick this all up at the end. But now that I got that out of the way, Bishop Montgomery Boys Hoops is the only Torrance area squad left on the hardwood out of all the high schools. And you know what? I'm not shocked. It's been the Bishop TV series for a while now, and boy, has it been a wild show. First round of the state regional tourney, check. Round numero dos, question mark, question mark, question mark. The black and gold hosting Cathedral Catholic from San Diego at El Camino College. Doing some fist bumps. Jordan Shackle says, hello. Early on, Cathedral Catholic's Brandon McCoy doing work. The 7-footer was a force, one-handed lay-in. We're going to go to the second quarter now. More McCoy. A little outside work for him as well. The big fella, he finished with 23. Later in the second, the Knights start to wake up down. Deuce, Jordan Shackle, deep 2. 2 of his 21. We are all tied up. Fast forward to the fourth, Bishop up by 4. Jordan Shackle hits the 3. Next offensive possession, Jordan Shackle once again nails another 3. 6 quick points for number 20. The Knights up by 10. A few minutes later, more Bishop. David Singleton. We've seen him do a lot of that over the course of the year. That's a 3. Knights win 72-56. Bishop Montgomery grabs their first regional semis victory for the first time in 2 years. As rapper Jay-Z once said, on to the next one, on to the next one, on to the next one. That next one happens to be the Ball Bros in Chino Hills. Bishop Boys basketball has lost just 2 games this year. The most recent is Sierra Canyon in the Open Division Southern Section semis. And before that, the number 1 ranked team in the country, Chino Hills. Let's get crazy for a sec, peeps. The last time Bishop Montgomery won a state title was in 2014. 2 of their losses that year came at the hands of both Sierra Canyon and Chino Hills. There's not 1 ball, bro. There's not 2. There's 3 plus Elijah Scott and then the 6'9 Onyeka Okongwu. And boy, did the Chino Hills starting 5 do work. Let's head out to the LBC like Snoop D-O-double-G Walter Pierman on the campus of Long Beach State. It's the CIF Open Division Regional Championship. The winner will be hanging out with Governor Jerry Brown in Sacktown. First quarter, Bishop down 5-0. David Singleton, reverse layup. 2 of Singleton's team high 33 points. Later in the first, Chino Hills up 9-2. Elijah Scott, slamma jamma. 6-0 run for the Huskies. Still in the first, the Knights continue to struggle. Jordan Shackle doinks the 3. Shackle ice cold from three-point land. Second quarter, similar to the first. Fletcher Tynan, his pass gets picked off, and then Jordan Shackle doinks the deuce. Shackle 4 of 18 from the field, and things just got worse for Bishop. Chino Hills up big. LaMelo Ball, the Steph Curry 3, the youngest Ball, finished the night 4 of 5 from three-point range with 17 points. Chino Hills rolls 84-62. Chino Hills goes ham sauce on the Knights. It's the first time since 2013 Bishop Montgomery has lost in the state regional championship game. Coach Mitchell, talk to me.
Oh, we had a great season. It's just disappointing to end not playing well and just getting manhandled a little bit. But I'm proud of them. They had a fantastic season, and we'll build on that.
It's time for hashtag crunching the numbers. The Knights faced Chino Hills twice this year and lost both times. The Huskies squeaked past the Knights in their first meeting back in January by just 4 points. This go-around, a lot different. You can call me Dr. Kushner, your statistics professor. Averaged up scores from both games, and Chino Hills averaging about 13 more points than the Knights. Here's more sauce because that's what we do on the show. It's Bishop's third straight loss to Chino Hills since 2014. As I said earlier, 2 of those losses just this year. So the curtain closes in Night Country at night here in 2016, but once again, another phenomenal year on the hardwood for Coach Mitchell and company. Bishop Montgomery hit a grand slam and captured their 4th straight league title, their 4th straight state tourney trip, and 27th straight Southern Section playoff appearance. Guess what? All under the same dude, head coach Doug Mitchell. I retired my dancing shoes for the year, and so did 3 former Bishop Montgomery Knights, Oregon State's Stephen Thompson Jr. and Hawaii's Niko Filipovic and Stefan Jovanovic. VCU downs STJ and Oregon State in round 1 of the tourney. Hawaii's Niko Filipovic and Stefan Jovanovic say, "We are going to one-up you, STJ," until the Terrapins from Maryland put up more points than the Warriors. The Madison March continues on, and I'm sure we will see more gnarly finishes as the quest to become the best college team in basketball marches on. Still ahead. Achoo! Those allergies again. We have Torrance National Tournament highlights. Take your hats off or not. The North Saxons looking for the Hattie of 3 straight TNT titles. The highlights are coming your way after the break. Get your popcorn ready.
Ma.
In your new role, we help you help. Visit aarp.org/caregiving for information on how to provide even better care for the person who once took care of you.
You're watching the SportsDesk with Collin Kushner.
Boom
sauce, yeah!
Thanks to James and his buddy for getting in on the Boom Sauce movement. Welcome back, everybody. Remember to hit me up on Twitter. That's @Collin Kushner using the hashtag Boom Sauce.
Go the distance.
Whoa. That was eerie. Sounds like a line from one of my favorite movies of all time, Field of Dreams. Since the birth of the Torrance National Tournament back in 2012, the North Saxons have dominated the Torrance National Tournament. As the creepy voice in Field of Dreams just said, go the distance. Which on this show means North is back in the TNT Finals for the 3rd year in a row. And if they win, I'm going to throw this very hat. If they don't, I won't. Date night between North and Gar. Hanging out at Wilson Park. Bottom of the 5th. North down 7-0, 2-1. Sam Fernandez triples. Cynthia Guerrero and Jordan Colon are going to come all the way around and score. North cuts the deficit to just 5. 2 batters later, same score. Sam Fernandez still on 3rd. Lauren Sabajon, boom sauce to right. That's a 2-run jack. North only down by 3. They get 1 more in the bottom of the 7th, but Gar hangs on 7-5. Yo final. Everyone's hats stay on. No three-peat scenario in line for the North Saxons. It's the Blue Squad's first loss in the TNT Finals since the inception of the tournament back in 2012. A big thanks to Todd parent Vince Arcelanian for being my color guy throughout the broadcast. Vince, you the man. Bishop Montgomery also on the diamond after hammering out 11 runs against Sarah in their first meeting of 2016. The Knights decided in their second game against the Cavs that 11 just wasn't enough. Jamie Garvey in the circle for the Knights, Bishop hosting the LeBron James' Cavaliers, and this one got out of hand quickly. The Knights up big here. Madison Jacobus Dublaze, that's a stand-up double. 2 batters later, 2 on for the Knights. Jamie Garvey, the pitcher, singles. Jacobus scores, and Kat Hummer is going to be hanging out on 3rd base. That's another run for the Knights. They crush Sarah 17-0, and I'm not making that up. Yikes. Bishop Montgomery hashtag kills it for another dub over the Cavaliers. The Knights have now scored 28 runs against Sarah in their 2 meetings just this year alone. Woo! Beginning cray-cray here. From there, the Knights stutter for a second in the first 2 games of the Whittier tournament against both Knight and Norwalk. Keyword here is stutter for a second, which means dose games. Jay-Z says, on to the next one. Bishop starts off league with a bang. The Knights down that fairy tale of a school. Mary Star of the Sea 3-1. After losing all 3 dates with the Stars last year, so far this year, it's been a 360 McTwist, or at least a good start. Same sport, different gender. There are 26 letters in the alphabet, but only 2 matter right now. The 12th letter and the 23rd letter, W. To clarify that for you, L is the 12th and W is the 23rd. Bishop Montgomery's league opener against Cantwell is the 23rd letter of the alphabet. Coach Fuller and co. count to 4 and grab the win over Cantwell's Sacred Heart. It's the Black and Gold's first win over the Cards since April 14th of last year. When we come back, we have North and Bishop Montgomery duking it out on the hardwood. No, not basketball. Plus, here from West High Track and Field head coach Jason Druten, it's the Legends Youth Track and Field meet. Don't even think about getting off the couch.
Winston, just one more inning, Grandma.
Ever notice how many things today kids can do without actually moving? A whole lot of things their parents used to do the hard way. So many kids' activities today seem to leave out the activity part, which makes exercise even more important for children. In fact, new research tells us the best time to enhance bone development is during childhood and adolescence. And just getting children to walk an extra 35 minutes a day could spare them the pain of thinning bones later in life. Healthy bones come from healthy habits. Encourage your kids to get up, get out, and get moving.
Hello.
Hey, Grandma, how about another grape soda?
A public service message on building strong bones for kids from the Pediatric Orthopedic Society of North America and the American Academy of Orthopedic Surgeons.
Oi! Welcome back, folks. Check out our Instagram page. That's the SportsDesk TV for sweet pics, video, and some gnarly filters. Spring is officially upon us, and the Bishop Montgomery Knights boys volleyball squad decided to get some spring cleaning done in their match against North. The Saxons hosting the Knights. There's Hayden Biernat warming up because that's what you got to do. And North, things did not go well. Danny Robinson with the kill, but North is going to fight back here a few plays later. This one's going to get dug, and it's going to go for the point. That's the point for the Saxons, and then a few plays later, it was all Bishop at this point. Boom sauce, kind of. That's another point for the Knights. They get their brooms out. They roll 3-0 over the North Saxons. Bishop Montgomery gets their brooms out. They sweep the Saxons 3-0 donut, zilch, not a nothing. From there, North changes up their game plan. They take down Vistamar 3-0. Speaking of donuts, you can't have a lot of those as a wrestler, especially when you need to cut weight. It's the Daily Breeze all-area wrestling team, and boy, was it a year for South's Jacob Sider. The 182-pounder is your Daily Breeze Wrestler of the Year. According to Breeze Preps, Sider is the first South wrestler since mullets were cool, otherwise known as the 1980s, to win a CIF Southern Section title. He also became South's first ever Masters champion and took a trip to the CIF State Meet. According to CalGrappler.com, Jacob finished up his senior season the number 5 wrestler in his respective weight class. Along with Mr. Apple Cider, 11 Torrance area athletes grabbed first team honors, 7 from West, 3 from Torrance, and 1 from North. And just when you thought that was it, nope, 5 Torrance area athletes grab second team honors. From the wrestling mat to the track, and there's absolutely no correlation between the two. 4 years ago, the Legends Youth Track and Field Meet began in Torrance, and guess what? It's back. Hundreds of kids participated in the first Legends Youth Track and Field Meet of 2016. West High puts on the meet each year, which is open for kids K through 8, and kids have the opportunity to try a variety of events like long jump, the 400-meter dash, and so many more awesome events. Coach Druten says the Legends Youth Track and Field Meet has helped grow the sport here in the South Bay.
We used to be about 100 total kids. A lot of programs now have somewhere between 200 and 300 kids. And with the Olympics coming up, I really think that track and field is going to take off in the South Bay again. This meet is just to have fun, introduce the kids. A lot of kids have no idea what track and field is. We get them out there, we teach them how to do relays, high jump, hurdles, and just basically it's a good family atmosphere.
Thanks, Coach Druten. Folks, if you missed it, no worries, because there are 2 more Legends Youth Track and Field events this year. One on Sunday, April 17th at 1 p.m. and Sunday, May 22nd at 1 p.m., both at West High School. And if you can't make it out to the next 2 Legends Youth Track and Field meets, no problem. Monday nights beginning April 4th through June 6th, West High will be hosting a youth track and field class from 6 to 7:15 p.m. for kids ages 5 to 15. The program is designed to introduce kids to track and field and get them accustomed to the variety of events. If you want to sign up, here's how you can do it. Go to CLASSSCHEDULE.TORRANCECA.GOV and click Special Interest Sports. Get jacked up because it's JUCO time. Elko softball has won 2 straight games. They put up 11 on LA Harbor and most recently crushed East LA 8-0 in 5 innings. Their next game went the full 7. It's an afternoon date at Warrior Field. The Lady Warriors playing host to Palomar College. Bottom 2, no score. Melia Quintero is on third base, 1 out. Cammie Fisher's at the dish, and she strikes that one to left. That's a double. Quintero scores. Elko up 1-0. Sometimes 1 is all you need. Elko fends off Palomar 1-0. The Warriors snap a 3-game losing streak to the team that ended their Cinderella season in the Super Regional Final last year. Whoop-de-doo! Elko is right in the middle of another 3+ games dub streak. It's a great feeling as the home team when you go up 5-1 entering the top of the 9th inning. All you have to do is record 3 outs, and that's your ball game. Seems simple, right? Well, it's a terrible feeling when the opposing team scores 4 runs, ties it up in the top of the 9th, and then you go to extras and lose. Pasadena City College coming to town. The Warriors have outscored the Lancers 11-5 in their first 2 meetings of 2016. Bottom 3, no score, 1 on, 2 out. Noah Barba reaches first on an error. Jacob Carr scores 1-0 Elko. 3 batters later, bases juiced, same score, 2 outs. Jake Sahagian at the plate. The ball bounces off the catcher, and Zach Ferreira and Jonathan Pacias advance. Noah Barba scores 2-0 Elko. They had 2 more runs in the inning, thanks to another Pasadena throwing error. But the Lancers claw all the way back and eke past Elko in extras 6-5. Yikes! Looked like my lead into the highlight was a foreshadowing for what went down on the diamond. It's Elko's first loss to Pasadena City College this season and their first loss to the Lancers in a long time. Did I mention it's been a long time? Elko's 4-game winning streak goes bye-bye. Elko men's volleyball lost their last match 3-1 to Long Beach City College. Let's take the Vikes 3 and give it to Elko and take Elko's 1 and give it to Santa Barbara City College. Elko has won 6 straight over the Vaqueros, entering their first matchup of 2016. First set, 2-all. Peter Nordell and Pedro Campos team up for the block. Elko up by 1. Later in set 1, Elko up 14-13. Pedro Campos again. Little touch shot goes back over. The Warriors extend their lead to 2. Set point for Elko at this point. Chris Fangam. Boom sauce smacks it home, one of his 9 kills. Elko takes set 1, 25-21, and in the second set, it's 9-7 Elko. SBCC service error. The Warriors extend their lead to 3. Later in the second, 23-all. Huge point for the Warriors. Peter Nordell and Chris Fangam team up. Next play, set point for Elko. They take it. Elko takes the match 3-1 over Santa Barbara City College. Make that 7 straight over SBCC. Ken, it's not French. Elko back in the dub column for 48 hours. Their next game, donuts on their end. Santa Monica College brings out their brooms for the ABC. It's easy as 1-2-3 victory over the Warriors. Elko has now lost 5 in a row to the Corsair. Now, there's an old saying that Stupid questions require stupid answers. Check out how Torian Prince responded to one particular question after Baylor's loss to Yale.
How does Baylor get out-rebounded by Yale? How's that happen?
Are you directing that towards anyone?
Gentleman who just talked about getting out-rebounded. He had the stat sheet.
Torian?
You said how do they
Yeah,
have they have more rebounds?
You
than
said
us?
he got out-rebounded. I was surprised. You did. 36-32. How does Yale out-rebound Baylor?
You go up and grab the ball off the rim when it comes off, and then you grab it with two hands, and you come down with it, and that's considered a rebound. So they got more of those than we did.
Absolutely love his response. Well, that wraps up another saucy show. Don't forget to check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And remember, if you just want to say what's up or chat about sports, you can do that as well. For those of you celebrating the holiday of Easter, enjoy the day with friends and family. Take it easy, Torrance. We'll catch you next time.